Hey everybody, this is James P. Wagner here with Local Gems Poetry Press, and we have a new, well, not entirely new because we used it before in challenges, but a new start to a video series today for you called Two Haiku to Inspire You. And like I said, we've actually used this before in some of our challenge videos for the 49 haiku slash haikai challenge specifically, which for those of you who've either taken part in that or at least saw the advertisements for that, that was where people wrote 7 haiku for 7 days straight to get 49 and then produce chapbooks from them. But every day of the challenge, they got a video that had all these things to help kind of inspire the writing for the day, including like daily moods, examples, prompts, and one segment that was really popular was the Two Haiku to Inspire You, and we got a lot of positive feedback from that because, as always, hearing other people's poetry, reading it, hearing it recited, actually can be a good inspiration for poets to go on and write their own poems. So we decided, why not take this segment and make it available to a more general audience that doesn't just necessarily take the challenges. Now, of course, these are not going to necessarily all be haiku. There are going to be some senryu, some sapai, some hoku, which, the all haikai or the general 575 category of Japanese poetry that's determined by content, not syllable structure. But yeah, the name Two Haiku to Inspire You, of course, is just poetic, so we had to call it that, even if it's not strictly going to be always true. But yeah, so how this is going to go, as it's pretty self-explanatory, we're going to recite 2 haiku that hopefully you will be inspired by. Either you'll just like the haiku themselves, as a listener slash reader, or you might use them to go on and write your own poems. And when possible, we're going to talk a little bit about the authors of said haiku. And today we have some good ones for you because the 2 haiku are from a couple of the big 4 haiku masters. So the first one. In the twilight rain, these brilliant hued hibiscus, a lovely sunset, by Matsuo Basho. And for the second one, a world of dew, and within every dewdrop, a world of struggle, by Kobayashi Isa. And a little bit about these poets. Like I said, that they were both considered, members of the great 4 haiku masters. But the first one, Matsuo Basho, who was born in 1644 and died in 1694. He was one of the most famous poets of the Edo period in Japan, and he is widely recognized both in the Eastern world and the Western world as the greatest master of haiku, which were then called hoku because he was actually writing starters to renga poems, which he was also a very big proponent of. Renga being a collaborative verse that was usually kicked off by what we might consider a haiku today, a 575 starter, and then it became a series of linked tanka. But a lot of his poems, when they were being translated into English, they were actually hoku, that were renga starters, and they just fit all the criteria for haiku, which is why people called it that. And he's one of the 4 haiku masters, like we said. He was also a very big tutor and haiku and poet instructor. He did a lot of challenges, a lot of contests in his time, and he had a lot of pupils who maybe we'll feature on future episodes of this. And then we got Kobayashi Isa, who was born in 1763 and died in 1828. He was a Japanese poet and Buddhist priest. He's known for his haiku as well as his journals, and he's better known simply as Isa, which actually means a cup of tea. And one thing that we're fond of at Local Gems Press is poetry and tea, so that's particularly good for us. Poetry and tea go really well together. He's regarded again as one of the 4 haiku masters in Japan, along with Basho, Busan, and Shiki. So yeah, hopefully you found these 2 haiku inspiring today, and we'll see you for the next episode. Take care.